Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today our topic of discussion is emetics and anti-emetics. You are knowing the definition of emissive, that it is the forceful expulsion of sudden forceful expulsion of gastrointestinal contents. Symptoms preceding emissive are salivation, nausea, pallor and face and cold sweating. High concentration of muscarinic, histaminic, neurokinin, and serotonin receptors have been found in the vomiting center. The vomiting center, it is present into the hypothalamus and medulla, which is known as chemoreceptor trigger zone. 4 sources of different input to the vomiting center. The chemoreceptor trigger zone, CTZ or postrema, is located at the caudal end of fourth ventricle. Chemoreceptor trigger zone is rich in dopamine, D2, opioid, serotonin, IH3, and neurokinin 1 receptors. The vestibular system is important in motion sickness via cranial nerves. It is rich in muscarinic and histaminic receptors. You know, while you are moving in a bus or a van, you are feeling, most of the persons, they feel vomiting due to disturbance of vestibular system. Vagal and spinal afferent nerves from the GI tract are rich in 5-HT3 receptors. Irritation of the GI mucosa by distension, chemotherapy, radiation therapy, or acute infections. Gastroenteritis leads to release of mucosal serotonin and activation of these receptors, which stimulate vagal afferent input of vomiting center and chemoreceptor trigger zone. The central nervous system plays a role in vomiting due to psychiatric disorders, stress, and anticipatory vomiting prior to cancer chemotherapy. Excitatory sites of vomiting. Why vomiting occurs? Increased intracranial pressure receptors. When there is injury to the head, intracranial pressure receptors, they has increased pressure, so they cause vomiting. Receptors of gastrointestinal tract, labyrinth of internal ear through vestibular nucleus. When you put some stick or into the ear, there is stimulation of vestibular nucleus that causes pain receptors from urogenital tract, certain receptors in cerebral cortex, chemoreceptor trigger zone stimulation. Classification of emetics. First, I tell you the classification of emetics, then anti-emetics. Centrally acting, apomorphine, pilocarpine. Apomorphine is centrally acting on the brain, acting on chemoreceptor trigger zone, ergot alkaloids, ergotamine used for migraine, cardiac glycosides, digoxin digitalis, morphine, its congeners, aconite, guanidines, nicotine, and lobeline. They act on chemoreceptor trigger. You have to remember these. Which one of the emetics they cause vomiting? Which are centrally acting, which act on chemoreceptor trigger. Reflexly acting, copper sulfate, hypertonic sodium chloride solution, mustard, antimony salts, zinc salts, ipecac, and chlorpicrine. Chlorpicrine is a vomiting gas used in war times. Acting on gut and chemoreceptor trigger zone, they include sodium salicylate, tartar, emetic, ipecac. Acting on gut, quinine and quinidine. These are the anti-malarial and anti-arrhythmic drugs. Miscellaneous other agents, anti-inflammatory drugs, iron salts, tetracyclines, colchicine, chloral hydrate, anti-neoplastic drugs, estrogens, and dopamine. These cause vomiting. Drugs producing vomiting. Morphine causes vomiting as a side effect by stimulating the chemoreceptor trigger zone. Narcotic antagonists do not antagonize morphine-induced vomiting. Apomorphine, semi-synthetic derivatives of morphine, stimulates Chemoreceptor triggers on. Apomorphine is agonist of dopamine receptor. Morphine, which is an emetic but antagonizes apomorphine-induced vomiting. Pilocarpine is a cholinergic agonist, stimulates vomiting center through the frontal lobe of brain. Ergot alkaloids act by stimulating dopamine receptors, cardiac glycosides. How they cause vomiting as a side effect. This is the first sign of digitalis overloading. Digitalis is given in patients who suffer from cardiac failure. Copper sulfate, it has an irritant effect on GIT and causes reflex. Copper sulfate is not used as medicine, but some persons they drink water in certain utensils which are made up of copper sulfate that will cause vomiting. Types of sickness: stimulation of labyrinth antagonized by antihistamines. Pregnancy sickness or morning sickness in females who are first 3 months of pregnancy, they develop vomiting, which is called emesis gravidarum, or vomiting due to pregnancy, due to high estrogen levels. Affect chemoreceptor triggers on, treated by antihistamines. Mostly the drug which is used for pregnancy sickness is the marzine or other drug. Radiation sickness. Radiation produces an emetic substance, neurohormone. It is treated by phenothiazine. Post-operative sickness. Sometime after operation, the patient develops vomiting due to emetic effect of morphine or other opioid analgesics and general anesthetic such as ether when they are given after operation, because after operation surgery there is severe pain into the affected area, so patient develops vomiting. So for the pain we give morphine derivative drugs, mostly pentazocine and other drugs. Gastrointestinal sickness, peptic ulcer, carcinoma of stomach, ulcerative colitis, and peritonitis. Metoclopramide is anti-emetic drug used for treating this due to peptic ulcer, carcinoma of stomach. Other clinical conditions which cause vomiting. Uremia, when kidney is not functioning, the creatinine and urea level is high. Inferior wall, myocardial infarction, and Meniere's disease. Meniere's disease is a disease of the ear in which there is stimulation of vestibular nerve. Now coming to antiemetics. Antiemetics are divided into central and peripheral. 5-HT3 serotonin receptor blockers, ondansetron, granisetron, dolasetron, pelonosetron, and tropisetron. These drugs are given, 5-HT antagonist drugs, blocker drugs are given in patients who suffer from carcinoma. Anti-cancer drugs are given. The patient develops vomiting. So mostly the ondansetron or dolasetron is given. Corticosteroid, dexamethasone, and methylprednisolone. Neurokinin receptor antagonist, aprepitant and fosaprepitant, phenothiazines, prochlorperazine, promethazine, and thiethylpiperazine. The phenothiazines act as antipsychotics as well. These act as antiemetic agents. You have seen the drug Phenergan, which is called promethazine, which also sedates the patient, also used as anti-allergic as well as antiemetic. Beta-phenols, that's the droperidol. Substituted benzamides, metoclopramide, trimethobenzamide. Metoclopramide comes in the market with the name of Mexolon or Metaclone. It is commonly used. H1 antihistamines, diphenhydramine, diamine hydrogenate, meclizine or cyclizine used for vomiting of the pregnancy. parasympatholytics, atropine, hyoscine are used. Benzodiazepines, alprazolam, lorazepam used. Cannabinoids, cannabis, these are the dronabinol, nebilone, ondansetron, granisetron, dolasetron, palonosetron, tropisetron. They have potent antiemetic properties, act mainly through blockage of peripheral 5-HT3 receptors on extrinsic vagal and spinal afferent nerves. Also blockage of central 5-HT3 receptors in vomiting sector and chemoreceptor triggers on. The antiemetic action of these agents is restricted to MSA due to vagal stimulation. Post-operative and chemotherapy, other emetic stimuli such as motion sickness are poorly controlled by these 5-HT serotonin receptor blockers. Ondansetron, granisetron, dolasetron, a half-life 4 to 9 hours, used once daily, orally and IV. Most questions comes, which one of the dopamine receptor blockers? These are not the dopamine receptor blockers, these are the 5-HT serotonin receptor blockers. Palonosetron have more affinity for 5-HT3 receptors, half-life 40 hours, so they are used as single time. 5-HT receptors antagonists are well tolerated with excellent safety profile. Indications of 5-HT serotonin receptor blockers: chemotherapy-induced nausea and vomiting, post-operative and post-radiation nausea and vomiting. Adverse effects of these drugs: the most common adverse effects are headache, dizziness, and constipation. Prolongation of QT interval, dolasetron, and they cause cardiac arrhythmia, dolasetron. You have to remember these points, which one of the following cause the prolongation of QT interval or cardiac arrhythmia. Your answer should be dolasetron. Corticosteroids, dexamethasone, which comes mostly with the common name of Decatron, the market, methylprednisolone, they enhance efficacy of 5-HT3 receptor antagonists for prevention of acute and delayed nausea and vomiting in patients receiving highly emetogenic chemotherapy regimen. Because there is inflammation due to carcinoma, we mostly give dexamethasone to these patients. Neurokinin NK1 receptor antagonists, apripitant, fosapripitant. They have antiemetic property mediated through central blockage in the area posterior. Apripitant used orally, highly selective NK1 receptor antagonists. They have no affinity for serotonin, dopamine, or corticosteroid receptors. Fosapripitant used IV, converted within 30 minutes. After infusion to apripitant, half-life is 12 hours. Clinical uses of neurokinin receptor antagonists. Apripitant is used in combination with 5-HT3 receptors, antagonists, and corticosteroids for the prevention of nausea and vomiting. Chemotherapeutic regimen. Adverse effects include fatigue, dizziness, and diarrhea. Drug interaction of these neurokinin receptor antagonists. Apripitant, metabolized by cytochrome 3A4, may inhibit the metabolism of other drugs metabolized by cytochrome P3A4, like docetaxel, vinblastine, and vincristine. Either they inhibit metabolism or increase the metabolism of other drugs that inhibit cytochrome 3A4, ketoconazole, ciprofloxacin, clarithromycin, and verapamil will increase apripitant level. Phenothiazine derivatives, prochlorperazine, promethazine, thiethylperazine. These drugs are used in condition of mental disorder, which is psychosis. There are antipsychotic agents also have antiemetic and sedative properties. Antiemetic properties mediated through dopamine and muscarinic receptors. They are sedative by antihistaminic activity. Beta-aruphenol, droperidol. It is antipsychotic, also possesses antiemetic property. Due to central dopaminergic blockade, it is extremely sedative, used for post-operative nausea and vomiting. In combination with opioids and benzodiazepine for sedation for surgical and endoscopic procedures. Extrapyramidal effects and hypotension. Extrapyramidal effects include nausea, vomiting, and dryness of mouth occur. May prolong QT interval, ventricular tachycardia, extrapyramidal effects, and there is in extrapyramidal effects there is tremors and dry mouth. May prolong QT interval, ventricular tachycardia. Antihistamines used as anti-cough syrups. They are also used as antiemetics, include diphenhydramine, dimenhydrinate, and meclizine. They have also anticholinergic action. They are used for prevention of motion sickness and treatment of vertigo due to labyrinth dysfunction. Used in treatment of radiation sickness, pregnancy sickness, and post-operative vomiting. Anticholinergic drugs include hyoscine and atropine. Hyoscine is prototype muscarinic receptor antagonist, one of the best for prevention of motion sickness while you are traveling in a vehicle. Benzodiazepines are also used for treatment of antiemetic. They are used before the initiation of chemotherapy to reduce vomiting or vomiting by anxiety. Cannabinoids, dronabinol, nebilol. Dronabinol is a psychoactive agent used as appetite stimulant and antiemetic, but mechanism is not known. Combination with phenothiazine provides synergistic antiemetic effect. Do you know what is synergistic? One drug enhances the action of other drug. Is called synergistic effect. आज के रिकॉर्ड करिए लेक्चर खत्म दियो बस ये तो होयो